Justin Taylor. I have the privilege of serving as commissioner here of Continental Championship Wrestling. And one of my responsibilities is actually listening to the fans and what they want. We've had a lot of requests, and so we're making it happen. We're bringing back the women's division. So keep up with CCW Wrestling on Facebook for more information to come.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to CCW Surge, the most electric wrestling show going today. My name is Jimmy Rosendorf, joined alongside the ringside pitchman himself, Donnie Harris Jr., and we just heard some major breaking news from Commissioner Justin Taylor, announcing for the first time in years the return of the women's division in Continental Championship Wrestling.
And ladies and gentlemen, also today we have a look back at the World Heavyweight Championship matchup when Drummond once again defended the title against Southern States champion Bryce Maddox. And many people were wondering, would history repeat itself? Would Bryce Maddox get the victory, but this time leave with the title? And well, Jimmy, best to just show them, there was a third person that decided to once again stick his nose in the business of the machine. But let's roll it back to Stomping Ground Studios a few weeks ago and let you folks see for yourself.
The CCW Heavyweight Championship is on the line as champion Drummond defends against Bryce Maddox. But we see
Southern States champion.
But we see Miles Blackwell distracting the champion with the belt that he stole at Stampede, giving Drummond the upper hand before the bell rings. And right as the bell rings, Drummond once again taking it to the Southern States champion, choking him in the corner. The referee needs to get him off, and there he goes, breaking up before he gets disqualified. But we have to think that for Bryce Maddox, having Miles Blackwell at ringside is a bit of a distraction, but if it is, he is not showing it, flying into the corner.
I think Bryce Maddox cares little about Miles Blackwell.
Yeah, hopefully he's the machine, and the machine can focus on one thing, and that is the CCW Heavyweight Championship with repeated European uppercuts. Looks like he's going to go coast to coast once again, flying once again into the corner, putting all his weight into the champion. Now sending him nearly out of the ring. Wow. Nearly thrown completely out of Stomping Ground Studios, and the crowd is firmly in his corner.
Absolutely. Bryce,
do we have a new champion? No.
Bryce proved that he was a machine at Stampede when he competed 3 times in 2 matches and the Stampede Battle Royal.
One of those matches, of course, against the violent gentleman Miles Blackwell here at ringside. It was for the Southern States Championship. This match for the Heavyweight Championship as the machine takes down Drummond with that shoulder block.
You know, Bryce is a college football player. He was an edge rusher, utility player. And if you know, I can see that he has all the tools to be one of the best CCW champions of all time.
Whoa, Ropeman had the same idea going for a dropkick, but it was Drummond able to connect and nearly retain his title, connecting with the dropkick against the leg. We have to remember that the machine was out of action for several months after winning the Southern States Championship because he had to undergo knee surgery. And Drummond might not be the fastest or the strongest wrestler in CCW, but he is among the smartest, knows what to target every time he steps in the ring, and knows how to use every bit of the ring to his advantage.
You know, there's a difference between book smarts and street smarts, and I would say Drummond definitely has the street smarts. He's going to use every angle, every tactic that he can to keep that CCW championship.
And we have to wonder, as he's able to reverse, I was going to ask, how can the Southern States champion generate power without his legs at full strength? Nearly captures the heavyweight championship, but he's answered that question for us right there.
Bryce is going to use power. He's going to use speed. He's going to use impact.
Oh! And an easy way to negate all of those advantages for the champion is to go after the machine's legs. That could hyperextend your leg. That could rupture some tendons in your knee. That is just a devastating move out of Drummond.
No, I heard the ref asking Bryce if he was ready to give up, or Bryce is never going to give up.
No, the machine is not programmed to say I quit or to give up. The machine is programmed to win and win championships, which he has done so far in CCW. But he has an uphill battle to climb right now, with Darian Drummond mercilessly going after after his knee. That's easy for me to say.
How many beers have you had already?
Again, I'm not going to answer. This is classic Darian Drummond. He likes to maintain wrist control and give these repeated clotheslines to his
Wrist control
opponent.
is definitely where it's at.
It might not seem like much, but if you control your opponent's wrist, you can control all their movement. But the machine evades. Going. Looks like he's going to take him up and over with the suplex. And Drummond is going for the ride, letting him think about it, and comes crashing down on the mat. If the
Huge
machine can get the
impact.
cover, we have a 1, 2. And the match continues.
The crowd is wanting him to do it again.
Yeah,
want
if
another
was-
one.
If
They
once
want
is
another
good,
one.
twice is even better. Once again, the machine loading up for a suplex. But it is blocked this time. And a clubbing forearm to the back.
Drummond lured him in on that one.
If Maddox is unable to generate the power with his legs, I don't know what he can do to overcome somebody with the ring awareness and the smarts of Darian Drummond. But gets to the ropes. Well, I guess technically Drummond broke, granted the rope break, but he made sure to add a little bit of damage.
Absolutely. He didn't get quite the snap that he wanted on that, but it would definitely tweak that knee just a little bit more. You can literally hear the breathing heavily from this match. What a high power.
This could be enough to
High
put
impact
away
match.
Maddox. No! The match continues.
The machine is still moving. Even though he's taking this punishment, he's constantly moving. He's constantly fighting back.
Knee lift. Maddox knows what's on the line here, going for the
Beautiful
pin.
knee strike. Beautiful knee strike.
Was 1 second away from claiming the CCW Heavyweight Championship.
Could you imagine a dual champion in CCW? Southern States champion. CCW heavyweight
Beautiful
champion.
move by Bryce Maddox, who could, if he gets the pin here, be Bryce 2 belts, but no, he's lifting. Drummond up, wanting to deal some more damage, going in
There's
the ring.
Miles on the...
Miles Blackwell distracting the referee. Oh, there is the complete shot out of Darian Drummond, taking advantage of the distraction out of Miles Blackwell, loading it up.
I can't believe this.
and
I cannot believe
here's
this.
the drive-by.
I can't believe this. Is he going to get the 1, 2, 3 on Bryce
Not
Maddox?
like this. Not like
One.
this. Darian Drummond retains the CCW Heavyweight Champion. The winner of the match, and still CCW Heavyweight Champion, Darian Drummond. Not only has Miles Blackwell stolen the CCW Southern States Championship from the Machine Bryce Maddox, he also stole the opportunity to win the CCW Heavyweight Championship, which still belongs around the waist of Darian Drummond.
What a match. What a landmark victory for Drummond. Even though there was the distraction, he was, like I said, he's got the street smarts. He knew what it'd take to get the victory. He saw the opening and he went right after it. After taking punishment after punishment after punishment during this match.
Unbelievable Mike Anthony, The Machine Bryce Maddox, Chris Turner and the Insurmountable Serpent Cobra Singh, Darian Drummond. What do these champions all have in common? They train at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy in Jacksonville, Florida. Start your pro wrestling journey today at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy and train like a champion.
Miles Blackwell once again inserting his nose into the business of the machine Bryce Maddox and costing him a chance to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And we may add the Southern States title still in the possession of the Violent Gentleman, Jimmy.
Yeah, Miles Blackwell not only stealing the Southern States Championship, but stealing the opportunity of Bryce Maddox to become heavyweight champion. But speaking of championships, we're going to close out today's episode of Search by hearing from the television Collect the Bounty champion, Mike Anthony, who recently battled Cole Bohannon, who is trying to stake his claim to that very championship. So let's hear from our television Collect the Bounty champion.
Cole Bohannon, if you didn't already have my attention, you have it now. After what you pulled in our match, hitting me with a low blow. You wonder why the board of directors keeps putting these roadblocks in front of you. Well, look at your behavior, brother. You know what? I'm rooting for you now. I'm rooting for you to break through those barricades, to get past those roadblocks, and to get to this, because then I'll be able to give you the ass kicking you deserve. That ass kicking will be rated TVMA.